All right, y'all, take out your notes from last Wednesday. Let's try example number 9. It's magic. Okay, so this is example number 9. In quadrant 2, comma, cotangent of theta equals -23 square root 6 over 24. The goal is state the value of secant of theta. So that's the goal. In order to accomplish this, we need a picture. We have to draw a right triangle. But in which of the 4 quadrants do we go to? Well, here that tells us to go to quadrant 2. Okay, that's great, but first of all, do I even remember the quadrants? And secondly, do I know how to draw an appropriate diagram in each of the 4 quadrants? So for that, let's take a quick time out.
Primero vamos aquí. Recuerda los 4 cuadrantes. Tenemos cuadrantes 1, 2, 3 y 4. Para los triángulos, primero dibuja algo que parece a una X. Y luego hazle así. Ahora, pon por favor los 4 cuadritos pequeños. Y también pon los 4 ángulos. Y así, de esta forma, tenemos los 4 triángulos en los 4 cuadrantes.
Time in. So let's go to quadrant 2 and let's draw a right triangle accordingly. Something like that. And this is theta. Now we have to fill out the sides of this triangle. Now consider what's given to us. We are given that cotangent is this. Now according to our definitions from last week, cotangent is adjacent over opposite. Now in our diagram, exactly who is what? We know that this is the hypotenuse. And we know that across from us, that is the opposite, meaning that this is the adjacent. So now let's fill in the given information into the diagram. Our adjacent is 23 square root 6. And our opposite is 24. However, notice that this number is negative. But hold on. Does that mean that the numerator is negative or the denominator? Because only one of them can be negative. And don't let this fool you. Rely on your picture. Which one of these is negative? It has to be this one because you move to the left. Here you move up, which is positive. So since you move to the left, that means that piece is negative. So sometimes that negative belongs to the top, sometimes it belongs to the bottom. Allow the picture to decide for you who gets the negative. Now, let's go Pythagorean theorem to find the missing piece here. So let's do some scratch work off to the side. So we have 24 squared plus -23 square root 6 squared equals c squared, where c is the hypotenuse. And you know that you're going to square root anyways. You know that you're going to square root. It means that it's just going to be c equals, well, let's go to our Casios and let's type this in. So we have square root, we have 24 squared plus -23 square root 6 squared square rooted, 25 square root 6. There we have it. So we have 25 square root 6. Now let's finish this problem. So that was c, right? 25 square root 6, which is the hypotenuse. So now what's the goal? The goal is to find secant of theta. So final answer, secant of theta equals, now what's secant? Secant is hypotenuse over adjacent. So that would be the hypotenuse over the adjacent. Now you can type that into your Casios if you wanted to simplify it for you, which is fine. But just by looking at this, I can tell that this is going to be the result. So box that in, final answer. A really quick comment. In the right triangle, the hypotenuse is always positive. The legs can be negative depending on which quadrant you are in. So just be careful with that. So now go off and try exit ticket number 9, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.